Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here and welcome to episode number 2 of my Lyon FIFA 14 Next Gen Career Mode on Xbox One. Today, we're getting into more transfer stuff, even though, I'll be honest, we're not going to make too many transfers. A couple of players are going to go out, but like I said, because I spend most of my time in the first transfer window right here when you start with your team. I find a lot of it, I like to scout a lot of players, then make movements in January. I'm not sure what other people do, but that's what I like to do. But the biggest thing I like to do right here is sign a youth scout, at least 4-star judgment. And when they have 3-star experience, it makes them a bit cheaper. Experience is only important if you search for the types. When you go down and there's any and you can search specifically which kind of players you want, that's when experience comes into play. It can find, more specific players to what you want to search for. But if you don't do that, if you just search for any, experience is not important at all. So right now, we're looking at our players that have accepted the contracts. Zafan, Brion, and Gomez. Interesting. One guy isn't there who I want to be there. Clement Grenier, he hasn't accepted the contract. Oh, here he is. Let's see what he's going to say to me. I won't be surprised if it's not good. So let's see what this is going to be. Well, first we'll see these contract offers for one of our older keepers. To me, older keepers have no use in my team, especially when I have another keeper who's younger and pretty much as good. What's the point of having the older guy? And then you've got other younger players who aren't, definitely not as good, like in the 50, like kind of 58 overall, who can be the backup. So yeah, it's like, it's just the logical thing to do in my opinion. I'm not sure what other people's thoughts are, but yeah, that's just me. Neil Maupay, who's actually looking like a really good young prospect, 16. But that's the thing, again, I find it very unrealistic to poach 16-year-olds from rival teams in the league. I'm not sure about other people. And exactly, that's what I want to use my own youth academy for, to get my own young prospects and not steal them from other teams. I want to spend most of my transfer budget on actually signing players that can make a difference, not make a difference in 5 seasons. Hopefully you get that logic as well from me. Do you think that's good to sign a player that can just dominate right away and not in 4 or 5 seasons with a 16-year-old? So that are just my thoughts originally, unless they're a beast right away, but you rarely find that through players. There's a couple good players here, especially Abdenor. He's probably one of the best guys I'm going to scout throughout France, no doubt. He's one of the best centre-backs, and if we need a centre-back, I'm going to go to him, no doubt. Tongo Doumbia, who's actually on loan from Wolves, so I can't sign him right away. So sometimes I don't bother about scouting them at least, but I do want to keep my tabs on them if they look decent in terms of their attributes or in their preliminary reports. If they've got some decent, the attributes I like for their size and their position. That's all different things you have to take into account. And I know, at least with I know it's hard to explain in career mode. Some people don't. Some people like to go straight into games and stuff, but I like to show a lot of off-field stuff. So please leave your thoughts on that. Do you like to see all these transfer stuff in the scout reports of from GTN scouts? Jerry Menez running out of his contract. We need more attacking players, no doubt. He could be one. You see Grenier. He doesn't want to sign a contract extension, so this is going to be a problem. Unless I'm going to try it, because to me, he's our most important player in terms of going into the future, the next couple seasons. Of course, he's a good first-team player already, but he's only like 22, so he has room to grow. Hopefully, he has decent potential. I don't really check that kind of stuff too often, but hopefully he does, and he can continue to grow. And yeah, I think he's a quality player. Here in Netherlands, don't have too many players right now. Eli Babal, don't think he would be good enough just because he's coming from the A-League. Not high quality, because I would imagine he wouldn't have a high rating, but not quite too sure about that. Could have good potential. Again, I'm not sure. So yeah, as I said, if you like to see a lot of these scout reports from the GTN scouts, leave in your comments. Or do you only like to see them in January or in the transfer windows before a season? Like when I'm starting to play the games in the middle of the season, do you want to not see them at all and I'll just focus on games? But I'll focus on these when the transfer windows are around. And yeah, just leave your thoughts, because that's how my videos can be more better for you, to leave your feedback, and I'll do what the majority of people leave in the comments. So don't be afraid to drop in the comments. The more comments there is, it's better for my channel, but it's also better for my knowledge on how to make my videos better, and that's what I'm always looking for. So that's pretty much it on that. So don't forget to drop the comments in. So here, we're going to go into the contracts. To Grenier, of course, I want to offer him a new contract, and the first time we offered him 70k, which was 10k above what he wanted. We're going to pump it up to 80, put him as a crucial first team player, and hopefully he will accept the contract. If not, I'm going to be in trouble because I doubt I'm going to find someone with the same kind of quality that he has. He's amazing central midfielder or attacking midfielder, depends what position you want to play him in. He's just got insane technical attributes. That's what I mean, pretty much. He's a really strong player as an attacking midfielder, and as I said, 22 years old, can grow, and that's very scary. And he's a very good free kick taker as well. And again, I'm I'm getting scouting reports on heaps of these players. Leslie Dessar, he actually looks like a good player, and young players from Ajax. A lot of their younger players have really good potential. Well, at least I'm talking about in real life. I'm not sure in the game, but in real life, a lot of their younger players come on and come into superstar players. Luis Suarez, he came from Ajax actually as well. Well, he didn't start there. He didn't come through the youth system, but he did move to there eventually, and that's where he grew. Yeah, he grew as a player, to be honest. So, yeah, you got to always look to see what kind of Ajax players are available from Ajax, because they could have decent potential. You just got to get scouting. And I've actually noticed a lot of players their contract ending in 12 months, and I'm not even searching for that specifically. So here, Jed Salavat, he's a very good player, and that's what, like I said before, I want to sign experience. I would rather sign a guy like that compared to an 18-year-old who might be that level in 4 or 5 seasons, or maybe 3 seasons because he's 18. I don't see the point of that. I want to dominate right away. Don't you think that's logical? I don't know. I know a lot of people have, I'm not sure what word to call it, but they feel like they have to sign high potential players. I'm not sure why. Like Bakali, of course, he's a good player, but you could sign someone for the same money who's actually a very good first team player, and he can actually dominate. I know some people have I don't know, call it a fetish of signing potential players with high potential. I just want to sign players that are strong for the first team. That's just me. So, Adrian Rabiot, 18-year-old from PSG, he's like a guy. A young player from PSG, I don't find that a realistic signing. A younger player from a rival team, he usually wouldn't want to leave. If you think about real life situation, of course there might be some different ones, different situation, but for the most part, those younger players aren't going to leave a team that they most likely support as well, because not all of them would, but yeah. Oh, of course, here, look at this, fantastic. Clement Grenier, accept the contract. They'll eventually accept. You got to give them the money they want. And because if it was another player, I probably wouldn't, maybe Gomez, but you just got to weigh up the best options, what kind of player they are for you, what is their squad status for you. And that's the thing, once again, squad building. That's one thing I love to do in these kind of management games in FIFA and Football Manager as well. I like to, that's something I at least pride myself on, how I can build a squad, build a good squad. I'm not sure about other people, but a lot of people want to win all the time and get good results. But I more so than results, I want to focus on how I can build my squad and get Lyon back into the best team in France. And it's going to be hard, no doubt, with PSG's money and, of course, Monaco as the new rich team in France. So it's going to be tough, no doubt. Of course, leave your comments for signings. But to be honest, I don't feel realistic to go out and just search for a player, because there's this new scouting network in the game. You might as well use it. But that's just me. Neil Maupay, once again, getting scout report. He's a good young player, but as I said, I probably won't go for him right now as a 16-year-old. But maybe a couple seasons down the track, if he's not wanted by his team, and maybe he lowers in his value or something, it might be a good time to pick him up then. So, yeah, also Robert Berger, you saw there at the start, actually in the first episode, at the end of the first episode, I showed him. He's actually a very, very new player to the game. He was added in January, in the January update. So he's not on Foothead or anything. I think he may be on So FIFA in the January update when they do that. But yeah, he wasn't in the original game. He was just added in January. So he's fresh off the bat right there. So he could be good potential. I'm not sure what it is, but you might want to check. If someone wants to put in the comments, I suppose I can check myself. But honestly, when I do that, it just loses the realism for me. The more I stay away from that searching for players on the internet, the more I feel interested in the save and playing it. I'm not sure about other people. And yeah, leave your thoughts on that as well, how you think that is. So, of course, you can see my name there, my gamer tag thing. I'm level 85 on the EA Sports thing. That's a really high level. Almost going to level 86. But a lot of that was gained, I think it was in FIFA 12 when I was home a lot. And that was before I started YouTube as well. And, I just wanted to get the higher level possible. So a lot of that was reach in FIFA 12, not in the last 2 years game, like FIFA 13, FIFA 14. Yeah, it hasn't grown that much. It's been harder, actually, because I'm so high. But anyway, we pick up a 3-0 win against Espanyol. That's a very convincing way to start off the preseason. And, of course, in the friendly matches, I like to play younger players. That's why I gave guys like, not a rest, really. Gorku, if I put him on the bench, he can still come on. If he does, I don't really control that. Again, getting some more players, at least on my short list. Also, this other guy, Georgino Wijnaldum from PSV. Again, another Dutch player. They've always got decent potential and decent ability. Again, a guy, I'm not going to attempt to say his name, but he looks decent. Leslie Dessar, getting the report on him. He looks as a very, very pacey player from Ajax, like I said. So I definitely want to keep my tabs on him. Piazon, he was a popular player last year. And that's what I hated so much, to be honest. When people said sign Piazon, and same it's now like Bakali. Everyone's just sign Bakali. It's like, I know he's a good player. I know he has good potential. It's like people saying it like I don't know that. And everyone knows that. And to be honest, for a YouTuber, at least this is my opinion. If any other YouTubers watching this episode somehow, do you find that annoying in your comments when people say, keep signing this young potential player and you know how good he is and everyone knows about him? Like, they're telling you like you have no idea who this guy is. But yeah, I just find that really annoying, especially when you see every single video and even videos I watch. Like, I see that on other videos, like other career mode videos. I just find it really annoying in the comments, seeing it every single time. Everyone knows this player. You don't need to tell us. Anyway, moving on. We lost 4-0, so that wasn't very good. But we've got some tough teams. After having a good win, 3-0 against Espanyol, to me, that's really well balanced, in my opinion. We had a match against probably a team we expected to win against Espanyol. Then we've got some challenging games to really keep up our match fitness and prepare ourselves for the league coming up for this season. So I find that is very important. Next up, Jonathan Petraripa. He's going to be able to sign on free in January. Do you think I should? He's a pacey player. And he's used to playing in the French league. Leave in your comments. So, getting towards the end of this episode, do you enjoy seeing a lot of this transfer stuff, or scouting reports more so? Do you want me to skip them a bit more, or do you just want me to show them in these transfer windows, like before a season and in January? And when I play through the middle of the season and stuff, I won't focus them as much. Do you think that's a good thing to do? Just focus on them when the transfer windows are around, and I'll still do them, but I'll still scout players, but not show them in videos as much as I would before the start of the season and in January. So please leave your thoughts on that, because I know it may get a little bit repetitive from a viewer's point of view. But again, I haven't really watched too many other career mode videos, so I don't really know what other people are doing. So leave your feedback on that, please. I want to know how I can improve my videos and what people want to see. So don't forget to do that, as you have more options right here on the scouting report, and I'm trying to delete all of them as well. I'm not sure about other people. Do you find it annoying sometimes when the scout reports come every day and you have to deal with it? It's a bit annoying. I might not even scout in the middle of the season, not sure. But yeah, leave your comments. Do you get annoyed with it when it pops up like every 2 days? I'm not sure, and that sort of leads me. If I can get a good amount of players on my short list, I might not scout as much throughout the season. We'll just see how it goes. So here we got Anthony Lopez injured for the first 2 weeks. So he's going to miss the first game of the season, but he will be back for the second, hopefully. So hopefully enjoy this episode. If you could reach 100 likes, that would be crazy. And I'll see you guys next time.